What up? It's your boy AnonIson, and today we gonna talk about something I've been wanting to talk about. I wouldn't say I'm gonna say all week, but yeah, I guess all week, but for a while, really. It's been 4 weeks. I want to talk about this specific thing, but it's been a while since this thing has been on my mind, and that is why it needs. I'm not saying it is over, but it needs to be over for Nicki Minaj. Okay. Before we get into this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Help your brother out. Also, down below will be the link to my e-commerce store when I'm selling shirts, chains, watches, headphones, some shoes, different things that you may be interested in. And of course, I think my headphones are all 15% off this week only, but that is about to end tomorrow. So if you want to get some headphones, I'd suggest get them now where they're still a little cheap, because the prices is ranging up to $60, which is cheap for headphones. But in terms of my shop, that's kind of expensive because my shop don't have that many expensive things. But anyway, let's get into it. This all started about 2 weeks ago? Last week? It started recently when Nicki Minaj got her sales back and found out that she sold less than $200K for her Lil Queen album that I did not listen to. But it escalated real fast into let's try and attack Travis Scott and get Travis Scott out of here, because he was number one, because he decided he wanted to sell t-shirts with his album, which is not a bad idea at all. I think they say he sold 50K t-shirts with his album, which I guess they added the t-shirts added to his album sales, which is why he broke a loophole to beat Nicki Minaj or whatever, even though I remember Nicki Minaj was trying to sell tickets to her tour with her album, or her album with tickets to her tour. But Nicki Minaj wants us to forget that she had that plan in mind and want us to focus on Travis Scott, which Travis Scott has been, the album that he dropped would have been anticipated for about a year and a half, maybe even a little shorter, maybe even a little bit longer, I can't think. While Nicki Minaj had been promoting Queen for only about a month and a half. It ain't been that long to hype people up about her album, especially since she hasn't done a good job of hyping it up, because she's been bringing so many different people into it to try and bring attention to her. She was doing the thing where she was going around saying she was dating Eminem. I don't know if she was doing the same thing when she said she was dating Nas. I think they were really dating, but I don't know. Then she had the song with Tekashi, while Tekashi was, still big. Well, I guess he still is big, but, things have died down a little bit. So, she's been doing a lot of attention-grabbing stuff, and I think she just, seeing that all that attention-grabbing stuff that she's been doing ain't done nothing, now she snapped, and now she's going crazy. Now she's doing Twitter rants about saying that the way the way they count sales is weird, and going at Travis Scott and attacking him and attacking his child, attacking his wife, his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She doing a lot of stuff just because she was not number one. She was number 2 or 3. Okay, but in the back of my mind, in the back of her mind, she knows the only reason why she is mad is because it's not because she didn't outsell Travis Scott. It's because she didn't outsell Cardi B. Okay? Cardi B album sold, I want to say, 220 in the first week. And that's excluding Bodak Yellow and Barb Cardi. That's excluding that. When you add those on now, I think she went gold in a week or something like that. So she's mad. And now it's coming out, for some reason, I don't know why, but Safari got put into the situation. And it's come. She attacked. It's come out. She attacked Safari before. It's come out. She's attacked Meek Mill before, physically attacking them. So it's she is known for right now. She's giving off the vibe of she's a ignorant hothead who gets angry if she doesn't get her way, pretty much. If the roles were reversed, if this was another rapper, if this was a male rapper, this person would have been locked up, or I wouldn't say blackball, but we would be trying to get him out of here. If it came out that if another rapper, if it was a male rapper who got mad because he wasn't number one, started going on Twitter rants about other rappers, it come out that he stabbed his ex-girlfriend or tried to stab his ex-girlfriend and was beating on his other ex-girlfriend, we would try and get him out of here. But for some reason, since it's Nicki Minaj, since she's a female, we don't really dig deep into it. I've seen people here and there talking about, yeah, we need to try and get Nicki Minaj out of here, because if she really stabbing dudes and hitting dudes, and we don't want to get mad at other dude, like we wouldn't say rest in peace to XXXTentacion because he allegedly beat his girlfriend, but we gonna let Nicki Minaj hang around after it's been almost proven, after there is evidence that she has stabbed her boyfriend and beat her other boyfriend. We don't know what she did to Nas. That's probably what happened to Nas' album. Nicki Minaj did something to it. She probably broke it or something. I don't know. Well, we need to do something about this. Like, she's going off of just. There's been a conspiracy on the Joe Budden podcast where he said pretty much saying Nicki Minaj might be on something. She might be on some type of pill because when Meek Mill and left Nicki Minaj, he was saying when he was wilding and stuff like that, that he was on something. I would put two and two together and think they were on the same thing, and Nicki Minaj pretty much refused to, clean up. And now it's starting to catch up to her. Like, of course, every time you see her, she's all made up and dressed real nice. But we don't know what she looks like without that makeup and when she's not dressed real nice. We don't know if she looks like a pillhead. But it seems like she's acting like one right now. So we may need to get Nicki Minaj out of here, but we also may need to get Nicki Minaj some help. Because it's getting too crazy. She for a while was making it seem like, no, I have no problem with no other rapper. I have no problem with sharing the spotlight, sharing the role of being a female role model with another person. But it's obvious that Cardi B is in the back of her head, like, messing with her. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just because Cardi B is doing something to her, but it's just because Nicki Minaj wants to be the only one. And her being on drugs helps that note at all, because now she's attacking people who ain't doing nothing to her. Travis Scott just chilling. Pretty much, he got his billionaire girlfriend, nice little baby boy, nice little child. He chilling. And Nicki Minaj just Twittering him, calling him, because from what I've seen, Nicki Minaj just keeps calling him and asking him questions, and he keeps answering them and hanging up on her. And she just using what he's telling her and telling everybody else, which is snitching. So I don't know what to tell you, but me, I never really listened. I didn't listen to Queen. I never listened to a Nicki Minaj album. I've never been a big Nicki Minaj fan. I know she's done for the game. I know she's done for women, as in terms of music or whatever. But there's a straw, and going off about album sales and coming out, you stabbing people and beating people up and doing Twitter rants and just, and this is the other thing. Tell me how did Nicki Minaj win Best Hip Hop at the VMAs? I smell shenanigans. I call shenanigans too. You dropped your album last week. All the other songs that you dropped, you only dropped like 2-3 songs this year. And only one of them really did anything, or two of them maybe. It didn't, like, your album just dropped. How'd you get Best Hip Hop? How? That's what I want to know. They had some great albums this year. I would even prefer Drake to win Best Hip Hop over Nicki Minaj, who didn't do nothing, like anything. But you went for Chun-Li. Like, there's other songs I never listened to Chun-Li, but I'm 100% certain there were other songs that came out this year that would be better than Chun-Li. So I'm saying, I'm pretty sure Nicki Minaj threw a fit at the VMAs that if she didn't win any award, that she was not going to show up. She wasn't going to perform at the VMAs if she didn't get an award for best hip hop or for best something. That's what I'm calling. And people are just enabling her attitude. Like, I don't think this is new. I think Nicki Minaj has been doing this for years. And people, but it's just the way social media is now. We can catch certain things now because everything's more open. And then, of course, if Nicki Minaj really on drugs, she ain't gonna be able to bottle up all these things that she's been doing for years. When she high, she gonna be just blasting it on Twitter and Instagram. So, yeah, I think Nicki Minaj has been pulling strings, and now that it's really coming out that she's been pulling strings, I wouldn't say it's coming out, but now that it looks like you've been pulling strings, and now that it is true that you are beating people, we may need to discuss your position in the game. We might need to have you switch spaces with Cardi B or something. At least Cardi B ain't, well, she did make that song talking about stabbing Offset in his sleep. Dang. Oh well. That's it for me. I'm out. Too sweet. Deuces.